Greetings and God bless. So, I wanted to talk about something I've been noticing lately is that people, they'll be like, oh, this Pizzagate thing, or, such and such is so satanic, or something is so evil, right? But sorry about the large vehicle driving by. Anyway, um, so these folks will use this term like satanic, evil, you know, just demonic. Okay. However, when you talk about that we're in a paranormal realm and Satan is real and people worship Satan and they do ritual human sacrifice on a lot of different levels. When you actually say, yes, this supernatural situation is real and evil is real and Satan is real and then Jesus is real, then these same people, whether it's just friends in conversation or truthers online, they'll be like, "Oh, then no, but that's not true." Like, so they'll be, against all this bad stuff, but they're like, "But the supernatural isn't real. Satan isn't real." I don't know what the mentality is of people, but I've noticed it more so. And, um, like, where maybe 5 years ago when the whole lockdown things were happening and stuff like that, folks were, like, wow, these are biblical times, even if they didn't even know about the Bible or whatever. But now, I think some folks, like anti-Christian folks, anti-Jesus type of people, they're like, "Oh, I'm not even gonna look at it." Like, where 5 years ago, they were up on Pizzagate. 5 years ago, they were like, "I can't handle this BLM takeover of my neighborhood." But now they're like, "Oh, if I ignore the riots, if I ignore the child human trafficking and ritual satanic abuse, if I ignore it, then it won't happen." Like, that is literally the commentary I have gotten from former friends. I can't handle that. I can't handle people who are like, "You can believe that there's such a thing as evil. You can believe there's something satanic out there." You know, but it's not real. Like, it's this gaslighting. It's this, like, there's this psychotic positive psychology thing that's taken over, and it's these lefty yoga doing folks who are like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna manifest reality." Like, the thing is, all these people who are doing the law of attraction now, they've been doing it for freaking 20 years. They've been doing it ever since what the bleep, ever since The Secret. Like, and this is what we've gotten. I mean, all that law of attraction manifested Obama, and where we are right now. So that law of attraction crap is crap. That's what, like, things are even worse now. Um, and so, like, I'm paring away people in my life if they're gonna do this gaslighting, positive psychology thing. I don't wanna know about evil things that's even going on locally. Um, you're just in a delusion if you're gonna pay attention to evil things, because 'cause I'm just gonna I'm just gonna have my head in the sand. Like, of course, we can't, fight every battle that's going on, but this kind of patronizing, arrogant, you create your reality kind of a thing. Like, yes, you gotta have a positive mental attitude and, be functional in your life. But to kind of, try to erase existence, erase that millions of children go missing in the United States. Like, that's the reason why so many children go missing and nothing is ever done about it, is because there are so many people who are like, "I just don't wanna know. I don't wanna know that's what's going on, that I'm helping." And that's the thing. All the vast network of human trafficking could not happen if all these otherwise decent people didn't make the paperwork go, make the infrastructure work. It's all these people who put their heads in the sand that allow evil to function. And I cannot tolerate this patronizing, gaslighting, behavior of my friends or even, associates online. Like, um, folks are just like, we're fighting something that's not well, but they won't call it evil, or they'll say something is evil, but then they're like, but it's not satanic. There's no real thing as such as evil. There's no real thing, no real demon. And it's just like, I mean, of course, people gotta, learn at their own pace, but I just feel like there's just so much evidence, and it started with the whole Pizzagate thing and the Democrats and Hillary Clinton and Podesta and, I mean, there's just like like people are being willfully ignorant at this point in time. And the thing is, like, if somebody's just like nose to the grindstone, doing their work, taking care of their family, taking care of their bills and stuff like that. Yeah, nobody has that. That's not the person I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are very informed and are informing other people. And like I was on Substack today because somebody was like, like asking a religious question, but then when I was like, yeah, when you remove God from the equation, Satan comes in. Like there was this good meme. And so then the person was like, oh, well, you're just deluded. Like you can believe, I mean, I don't believe that's imaginary. Like evil is imaginary. And I'm not going to participate in this imaginary thing. And, and it's weird because like people they'll start, they'll, they'll ask a question and I just I'm assuming that's what they mean, and then they pull this, um, like, invalidation thing. So it's just really and this is a trend in my life where I take things at face value, and people are just playing games. So, um, anyways, yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine if you don't believe that we're in a supernatural realm and that there's no such thing as evil, you know. But if you're some sort of expert that is talking about all the evil that's going on, but you're going to gaslight somebody who has proof, like that I mean, just I just I just find that really mind-boggling. And I'm not gonna have anything to do with people like that. I just I have no I'm just I just don't have the, patience or, like, why, like, these people who are willfully neutral, like, willfully ignorant, and, like, they're not I consider them kind of worse than the abusers. Because it's these willfully ignorant, otherwise nice, capable, functional people that serve as tools for the abuser. They inevitably do, because human trafficking is like that's what everything in the world is based on. And the evildoers, there's just only so many of them, and so they need the you know regular people to drive the trucks and stock the shelves and move the people around and stuff like that. And, so when people are just in their own, like, "There's no such thing as evil," you know, "I'm a nice person, and I'm gonna ignore anything bad because if I observe it, I'm making it happen," like, that's insanity. And there's a lot of different types of insanity that I can handle, but that's just not one. That's the top, you know, like somebody who actively does satanic ritual abuse, that's a no-go. And then the people who ignore that this happens, that's just a no-go for me right now. I just can't. I'm not gonna like, there's a special place in hell reserved for people who are neutral, who are like, "I'm not gonna get involved. I'm not gonna stop the evil. I'm not gonna acknowledge the evil, and I'm going to gaslight those who do." Like, ugh, it's just too much, especially with all the evidence that we have at our fingertips today in 2025. So, anyways, what do you guys think? Can you relate to this like gaslighting of people who are like, 5 years ago they didn't like what was going on and they thought it was bad, and now they're just like, I don't want to know, I don't care, you know, I'm gonna gaslight you, pretend like everything's fine. Like, have you encountered people like that? What do you think? Thanks for watching. God bless.